Y'all, it's Throwback Thursday. And, sometimes we need those days where we just kind of don't do much of anything. Because, I was going to stream. And then around that time, I had this wave of tiredness hit me. Like I needed a nap. And I was like, do I brew more coffee and just get on? Or do I just listen to my body and go take a nap? So I listened to my body and went into kind of a nap. It was hard to do. I was still feeling blah and out of it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I just need to take a day to myself and really not do much of anything. And sometimes you need to do that. I was gonna say, did I accomplish anything? Aside from my videos. And yes, I did actually record a few dad jokes, so yes, there will be more coming. Well, at least a couple more this week. So I don't know if it'll probably be today and tomorrow, and then not Saturday, because Saturdays are just weird usually. Usually too weird to do them. But yeah, it was just kind of like out of it all day. And one of the things when you have friends, you have to be careful who you tell that you're having an off day. Because they may suggest something that there's no way in hell you would ever do. It's just like, no, I'm not doing that shit. Just to make myself happy. Like, no, I'm not doing drugs. So yeah, there's some people that's best off if you don't say anything to. You just kind of either fake it or go talk to somebody else. Or just keep to yourself. And actually, what I ended up doing, that little failed nap, my alarm finally goes off after I had finally kind of started to fall asleep. I was like, fuck it. And then, of course, the cat starts meowing at the bedroom because she knows I'm awake. And by the way, my phone alarm has been acting really weird lately. Like, it'll vibrate, I'll turn it off, but then the music will still come on. Because I have it set to my Spotify favorites. But the music will still come on even after I turn the alarm off. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this phone? Like, I already know it has sound issues with Pogo sometimes. So there's something funky going on with its sound. And then I have to literally open Spotify and pause the song and then close Spotify. That's the only way to get it to shut off. It's really weird. So I don't know if y'all have any of the A-series Samsungs and they do this. Because this is the A25. So if anybody else has weird sound issues with it, then you're not the only one, and please let me know so that I know I'm not the only one. I know the newest one is the A56, and it's considered an AI smartphone. I'm like, oh fuck no, I don't want that. I want AI shit. I'm tired of AI already. Like, I'm really tired of it. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. It is definitely going to destroy the internet, and man, I hope I get raptured. I hope we all get raptured so that we don't have to fucking deal with this stupid shit anymore. It'll be nice. I want to see Robin Williams in heaven. I want to see my hero. Because I realize I'm never going to get to meet any of them in person. And they just kind of ignore me on Twitter, so... I mean, I don't try that hard either, because a lot of times they just do, I do get ignored, so I'm just like, fuck it. I'm done. I don't care anymore. Sometimes I'm just in that mood. Like, I don't care anymore. I really don't care anymore. And it's happening more and more as fucked up and stupid shit are happening in the real world. The more bad shit that happens, the less I care about living. But it is what it is. It's very, very, very hard to find happiness. So I guess you could say Throwback Thursday, when the last time I put anything in the bottle of blessings. Because what? There's 2 things for 2025 in there, the other ones are 2024. Like, 2 things are green, which is 2025. Not anything really remotely amazingly good have happened this year. And the year's almost over. Pretty sad. Pretty fucking sad. And I mean, they have to be notable good to be thrown in there. Like, really notable good. So it's pretty much just sitting over there collecting dust. What I did do when I got up for my nap, if you're wondering, I decided, screw it, I have plenty of garlic. And I had to check some of it, because some of it did kind of it started to like dry up and get funky. So it's like some of it had to get thrown out, but the stuff that was in the fridge is relatively okay still. I've done made myself some garlic noodles, because it is kind of one of my comfort foods, because my grandmother used to make them for me all the time. Well, when she made them with the like super duper wide egg noodles, and she would cook the noodles and then saute the garlic in like a big pan, and then once the garlic was starting to turn golden brown, she would actually scoop the noodles and put them in the pan with it, so some of them would get that hard crispiness from being sauteed in butter. Which kind of made them weird, but at the same time nostalgic. Now, I don't always do it that way. Sometimes I'll get those egg noodles and do it, but like, I think it's like the dumpling noodles or something, I don't know. But, sometimes I'll do it that way, and sometimes I'll just use randomly whatever shaped noodles I have in the cupboard. So I was like, well, I have shells and I have bow ties. A lot of times I've used bow ties. My favorite actually to use were the radiatori, but I didn't have any of that. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna use the shells because I really don't know what else I want to use the shells for. So it'll work. So I made myself garlic noodles, and then while I was making that, like usually while I'm cooking, I'll have like somebody stream up or something. And if nobody's on that I feel like talking to or listening to, I'll open Disney Plus on my phone and see what movie there is. So I was like, okay, since I have the Disney Plus Hulu bundle, Hotel Transylvania was on there. I was like, oh, sweet. I friggin' love the first one. The first one was the best. It's always that way. It's always that way. Well, almost always that way. The first one is the best. Screw the rest. I mean, it is cute how, like, the story progresses and stuff. But I think what kind of ruined it is Drax zings again. Because in the first one it says you only zing once. So it's just like, they kind of ruined it with that. But, whatever. I mean, it's a kid's movie, so, well, I mean, it's got enough adult shit in it. But no, the first one is 100% the best. And, So it's like enjoying that. It's so weird how you've watched a movie enough times that you know like most of the words to it. But then when you watch it again sometimes and pay attention to little things, you catch things that you didn't catch before. And I'm like, how have I watched this many times and not caught some of these little things? Like, was I really not paying attention to this shit? That's kind of funny. But yeah. It is such a good movie. And it's funny how they go from fearing people because people hated them to now everybody celebrates them on Halloween. It's like, yeah, you kept rolling and the world changed for the better. At least for their for Monsters' existence. Now, unfortunately, nowadays none of those monsters are real, and the real monsters actually are people. So that sucks. And they really are bad. So, that being said, there's really not much to talk about because I didn't really do much yesterday. I mean, I did play a teeny bit of WoW Classic, but not a whole heck of a lot. I'm trying to get my rogue to 40, though I know she ain't gonna have enough gold to buy the fucking mount training. So, here's your Throwback Thursday clue for today. It is a relatively recent. We're gonna do some for Throwback Thursdays. We're gonna do, well, at least this week, a toy that came out kind of recently. I don't even know if you can still get them in Walmart. All I remember, and this was when I was at my old store, so this is going back a few years. They were everywhere. The mall, Walmart, probably Dollar General too. Like, they were probably every freaking store you can think of. And they were small, easily a stocking stuffer. And actually, kids could probably just take them to school and play with them, and the teachers wouldn't even notice. Like, if they held them under their desk. They came in plastic and metal. The metal ones obviously were a lot more expensive, and of course the time the kid was hooked on them, so we ended up getting a few metal ones, which I still have. I did not get rid of the metal ones. Plastic ones, meh. They you can't get them wet because like they'd end up not working anymore, just the way they were designed. But they were kind of mesmerizing. Now, I don't know if I gave too much away of that, but if you can figure out what it is, let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys later for the answer. And they did come in a lot of different colors. In fact, my old store had way too freaking many of them at one point, when they finally kind of lost their popularity and went on clearance. We had a shit ton. But yeah, I don't know if Walmart still carries them. I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to the novel. They're a novelty toy. So think about the novelty toys that have been, like, we know the ones that come in that are always there. The Slinky, a bouncy ball with jacks. Like, those, it's not quite that old because those are old. But no, this is a more recent novelty toy that you can just play with in your hand. So yeah, I'm probably pretty much giving it away, but let me know what you think it is, and I'll see you in the next video, and then in the answer. And I realized I forgot my hat. Oh well. Have a good Thursday, y'all.